Hello, welcome to another YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a great week. So as I told in my vlog video, which I'm hoping to publish before I do this one, is I did a lot of interviews over the past 2 months, and that was one of the main reasons I disappeared for 2 months, because I really wanted to find a job as a UX designer role. But I did a lot of interviews for UI designer, UX designer, interaction and product designer. So I did over like 30 interviews in the span of like a month, and it was a lot of there were most interviews I did like first round, but there were some interviews which I went to second round, third round, and then the on-site interview. So I got asked a lot of questions. I even wrote an article on Medium, which I'll leave the link down below. I got asked like about 50 questions overall combined. In each interview, because it just lasts for about 30 minutes, I got asked like 5 to 8 questions or maybe 10 questions, but it's mostly all the questions that I got asked, all that I could remember. And the one question that you get asked all the time in every interview, no matter on-site or phone interview or anything, is tell me about yourself, or what do you know about the company, or what do you know about this role. So these two questions you get asked almost all the time. So it's very good to be prepared with those two questions. For the first question, when they ask about yourself, I would say don't spend too much time on it, but also don't spend too less time on it. Be really precise and take some time to answer about yourself. And also, I always try to read up on the company, read up on the role that they have posted, so that I align my job my profile about myself to their role, so it's more like they can see the connect and they know that you are a good fit for that role. So always read up on that and try to align your profile based on that, so they really think that you're a good fit. Also, in this article which I have written on Medium, I've told all the 50 questions. There are many different questions, like how did you become a designer, why do you want to change your job, how did you find this role, do you follow any designers, what design tools do you use. So there are so many questions that you could get asked, and I've noted everything down, like can you code, or do you like working with other designers, and have you done usability testing. So there's so many questions. You definitely have to go through all these 50 questions. I wouldn't say you have to be prepared for all the 50 questions, but it's really good to sort of have a knowledge of what those questions are and sort of go through them and have a prepared answer. Because when I get asked, sometimes I don't know about the question and I have to think a lot before I answer it. But if I'd known the question before, it would have been easy for me to have like some kind of thing prepared in my mind. So it really helped to prepare for these questions. And while you're preparing for your answers, really concentrate on your experience, read up on your experience, your profile, the company's profile, the job requirements profile, and also about the interviewer. I think these 5 things are really important to have a note of, because your answers can be framed based on those things, like what you worked on, how much experience you have, how many years of experience you have, whom do you have experience working with, and also about your own company and your company that you're working in currently, the company that you applied to, and also the job posting. If you have a knowledge about all this, it sort of will become easier for you to frame the answers. And also, it is also good to read up upon the interviewer, because you know what kind of profile they have, so you can expect such kind of questions. If they're a recruiter, they're not going to know a lot of design stuff, so you can be confident in that way. So what you can answer, something that you can answer very confidently, something about design, and they wouldn't know too much about it. They just are noting down key points, so that is very important to know. And if you're interviewing with a designer and they have all this kind of background experience, that you're going to get really design related or technical questions, so you can prepare more. So it's really good to read up on the interviewer as well. And there are a couple of things that I do before and during during the interview, which I've also noted down over here, like always think and recollect before you answer any question, because the interviewer is right there. They're just another person wanting to know about you, and they want you as much as you want that job. So they're just another person. So don't be tense, just be really relaxed, and when you're asked a question, think before you answer. You don't have to immediately answer it. You're not like a robot or something. So think and answer. It's totally fine. And yeah, and just other things like practice all the time. Practice all your answers. You know how you're gonna talk, how you're gonna be in the interview. That will really calm you down. Do something really something that calms you down. Do that, like meditating or listening to songs or talking to people or reading on jokes, something like that, to just calm you down. Yeah, always go to a quiet room. Don't stay in a noisy environment, because you want to be in a quiet room and be able to answer all the questions so that it's really audible for them. Also, I always try to have some points written down so that I can quickly look on it, and you know I can I'll remember the things that I need to answer. I also have my profile opened up in the website, my portfolio and the job profile or the company profile, so that I can look at it and see how you know, get some ideas when I'm talking. And also always have some notebook to take down notes. It's really important, because you might go to the next round, and that those notes could be useful to prepare for the next round. So that's one more thing. And also always when you're asked a question, you know, draw on your personal experiences. That shows that you're really experienced. They know that you're experienced and you know you've done all this. So always kind of recollect your personal experiences, your personal projects or any client interactions that you have. That helps a lot. And also don't be really uptight. Be free, joke around, giggle, laugh, or you know, say something. Just be really calm. They know, that shows that you're very confident and you know what you're doing, and you know that you're good for this job. And always when you're asked a question, make sure you focus on identifying the problem, then directly go into the solution. That's a rookie mistake which a lot of people do. You have to really analyze the question, analyze what they're asking, and try to solve it instead of directly going to the solution. So really identify the problem. If you read up on my article, you know a lot more about this, you know, interview process. Interview process, and I'm also going to do another video about how to build up your portfolio and stuff like that. So I hope that's useful as well. But other than that, see you again next week. Bye.